Alright, we would like to get mauled by bears. You can see that on live leak. Yeah, listen, guys, you need to like learn like not to question mechanics, like ways of thinking, because we all now know that mechanic has either a death wish or it just doesn't understand what fear is. And there's yeah. Grizzly bears, like, they're cool animals, but like they're very territorial, right? Mechanic, every animal is. I mean, I'm in the same boat when it comes to wolves. I'm like, I would love to see a pack of wolves, but the chance of seeing them is like highly unlikely. And if I ever fuck with them in the wrong way, because I maybe like reach the territory and then they have children, they will kill me. Doesn't matter how much I love seeing them. I'll be like, oh my god, finally I got them. So, yeah. Even if you think grizzly bears are cool, they don't think the same about you. Alright, Anonymous is the author, so we have no author this time. But we have the name Dream a Little Dream. And that, okay, I love this this look already. This is already caught my headspace. Object class Euclid. Speculative procedures. All known sources of SCP-2876 have been suppressed by Mobile Task Force MU for debuggers. Mobile devices connected to global and private internet servers are to be regularly scanned and purged of any detected instances of SCP-2876. Medical reports of somnambulism and unusual physical degeneration are to be analyzed for signs of SCP-2876 activity. Subjects who have been affected by SCP-2876 are to be issued Class C amnestics. Mechanic would wear a shirt saying I love Earth. More I say I love SCPs. Mechanic is that one childhood classmate when you played imaginary like fights with. Mechanic was like, I have an invisible force shield that just blocks me from any damage. And he brought that alongside with him to adulthood. He's like, I'm immune to damage. Like it literally needs to be the most horrifying event needs to happen in front of his eyes for him to realize, like, maybe, just maybe, this was a bad idea. One device containing SCP-2876 is to be held in a deactivated state within Site-77 and is to be regularly activated every 30 days in a controlled environment in order to check for updates and change to SCP-2876 functionality. SCP-2876, apparent origin point of Portland, Oregon, is to be monitored by Foundation agents stationed at Site-64 for future activity. And now we have here that says SCP-2876 splash screen, headspace, dreams from a team by the Honorari Collective. Love that. The skull, little tree. Love that. Looks cool. Description: SCP-2876 is a smartphone application titled Headspace, appearing in web application marketplace connected to the global public internet. It describes itself as a service making dreams from the floor to your door and allows users to purchase customized dreams and microdreams. Oh, yes. I'm now making it wings, so if I stay silent for a bit, you know why. Gotcha. Man, I always want, like if I wish science would go more like, hey man, how about you like you can predetermine what your dreams are. I mean, to be fair though, I say that, but it would be very addictive. And you know for a fact a lot of people would lose sight of reality. A lot of people. A lot of people would do that. The application interface for SCP-2876 consists of a text box allowing the user to request a custom dream. They can also select a length of time for the dream, ranging from a microsecond to 72 hours. Yeah, no, people would be fucking addicted to this. Once the purchase is complete, a message will then appear reading reduction complete. The subject will then immediately lapse into REM sleep. Computer enter gov mommy sweaty sex. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you would do that, but then, like... you would kind of lose reality of like you like when you actually get a girlfriend then or a boyfriend. You swing both ways. And then you have sex and you're like, this is not how it was in my dreams. They're like, oh. What? What would you want to dream for a microsecond falling from the sky? Just to be like, whoa! Because like, hey, I just want to feel the adrenaline of like falling to the void for like a second. Ah! Thank you. Analytical metadata recovered during containment shows that most of SCP-2876 users average between 30 minutes to an hour of usage at a time, with a small percentage of users utilizing it for the maximum amount of time. Users will describe any dreams they experience as being lucid and relatively accurate to their requests. In addition, subjects report being able to purchase additional dream time while asleep, though in-dream menus that appear on command. Okay, see, that's fucked up. Like, nobody... You would just stay asleep. You know how many people have, like, a whole fantasy world they want to rather live in? If you go make it possible, that person will definitely die of malnutrition. During this time, they are usually resistant to being awoken and the heart ceases to beat, although other bodily functions continue as normal. SCP-2876 affected subjects utilizing it for longer than 1 hour will enter a somnambulatory state. Any mechanisms that an infected subject interact with while in this state will function even if they are not powered. Examples of this activity include microwave ovens cooking food despite not being powered, motor vehicles operating without the engine running, even running if the battery, engine, ignition, and steering column were removed. Local area networks will show inactive network-enabled devices accessing hundreds of websites at a time. Testing has shown that there is no upward limit on how long subjects are able to utilize battery-powered devices in this manner. Subjects are able to navigate any darkened area as though it were lit if inactive lighting fixtures are present. I have to tell you guys something funny, and I'm not sure if that's like... It's definitely like a boast, and I'm not sure like how comfortable people will be by me saying this, but like it's kind of like funny because it happened today. With like the previous like things that we said. Okay, let's see what we have here. Draco Newton, June 31st, 2014, 5 stars. Am I awake? I never tried imagining where all the teeth that break in dreams go. Turned out they were in my dad the whole time. Thanks on the... What? I never tried imagining where all the teeth that break in dreams go. Turned out they were in my dad the whole time. Thanks Oneroy. Wait, isn't Oneroy... Isn't that a group of interests that we had before? My dream would be walking upside down. Do you think there are loot boxes in the dreams? It does sound like it. It sounds... There's some microtransaction happening. So maybe there will be some loot boxes. As users of SCP-2876 are frequently engaged in intense physical activities, they do not receive most of the restorative effects of sleep and will frequently reactivate the application in the hope of getting rest. In addition to these regularly observed behaviors, there are several distinct groupings of SCP-2876 which appear in subjects regularly using long-term SCP-2876. These have been divided by research into 4 general categories. Behavioral groups observed in sleepwalking SCP-2876 subjects. Pattern 1. Observers. Pattern 1. Subject appear to primarily observe the environment, seeking out mundane subjects. Wait, behaviors such as waste bins and street signs. They will attempt to document them through any means available to them. Any markings made on the subject's body will be removed once they cease to be under SCP-2876 effect. Pattern 2. Preceptors. Exposing themselves to extreme temperatures, weather, depths, and heights. Pattern 2. Subjects focus on sensory excitement. In short term, subjects may stand in front of opened ice boxes or attempt to touch hot irons. If given time and the opportunity, they will deliberately expose themselves to extreme and dangerous weather patterns such as blizzards or heat waves. They may also spend copious amounts of time running showers with hot and cold water. Pattern 3. Thrill seekers. Pattern 3 subjects behave in a thrill-seeking manner, frequently placing themselves in deliberately dangerous situations. However, this type of behavior goes against SCP-2876 document TOS agreement will cause the dream to be voided, usually resulting in early termination of the sleep cycle. Occasionally, subsequent resting may involve nightmares about grinding in some form. Pattern 4. Consumers. Pattern 4 subjects will attempt to eat massive quantities of food in great diversity, usually eating all foodstuffs in the subject's possession in longer dream transactions, attempting to purchase large quantities of food from local sellers. In addition, these subjects frequently attempt to place anything they can see in their mouths. Subjects are reimbursed for any expenses and purchases during the time utilizing SCP-2876. If a subject is killed or otherwise seriously injured during the time using SCP-2876, it will delete itself from any devices in the subject's possession. Surviving subjects show no memory of SCP-2876 and will rationalize their behavior if confronted, usually attributing it to drugs and alcohol. All other subjects who have used SCP-2876 will wake up in possession of a business card reading, "Thanks for being a great host. We'll be back real soon." Addendum on the first... Actually, you know what? "Thanks for being a great host. We'll be back real soon." I assume like giving it more of a whispery ASMR voice makes more sense because it's about sleeping. Addendum on the 1st, 2nd, 2016, SCP-2876 received the first update document during containment. Including with this document, it changed minor aspects of the user interface while also implying other functionalities of the application. Heat space version and ground space version 8675309. Improved review system with sections for body feel, ectoplasmic congruence, and accessibility. Atomic host tracking alerts for body availability. Better filtering of intent from dream entities inquiring on availability. General fixes and dithering about. Any references to a parallel application for incorporeal entities indicating through patch notes, including with the revision we're taking out in subsequent updates. It's kind of wild to hear, like, we have patch notes for buying custom-made dreams for the investigation, which makes me more believe there's microtransactions happening here. Further investigation by Foundation agents is ongoing. Don't give mechanic any ideas. Yeah, you're right. You're right.